Well, good morning, everybody. All right, see, that's Ash. That's a Twilight Brother cousin. And then we've got Sister Honeybee, and then there's Spice yelling at us. And I guess today, the Twilight Brothers, which there is dusk, we're going to start talking about Sister Dana's disappearance. She is officially the cat that got hit by a car, but disappeared into thin air. And we're finally coming to terms of closure on this. And I don't know what else to do. But I think, good morning there, Dawn. I think it's time we let everybody know what happened to Twilight Brother Sister Dana, Lois, Knight, and why she is not going to be appearing in any more videos. She still has her tribute song, which is still a tribute. We had left Saginaw because of financial issues, and my father passed away summer of 25, July. It was just after the 4th. And me and my brother had moved me out to Dad's property to help my stepmom, since she had her income cut because of my dad's passing. Retirement and everything and Social Security all changed for the benefits. I was the only other one that had any income, so I moved in to help her, and I brought all the kitties. She allowed me to bring all the kitties, and I had 11 of them at that time. Edie I knew would wander off, so I bless her and like to make sure that, she's watched over. And I know she is. She's blessed. Jazzy, what are you doing? But anyway, back to their story. Jasper's in the shed, antagonizing his cousin, probably Alice. She don't like being antagonized, so that's all he's doing. He's just antagonizing her. He's not hurting her. But anyway, we were at Dad's property for 3 days, and Dana was here. That last night was on the 4th of November, because we moved Halloween. So we're here a few days. And their phone number is on all of their collars, along with their names. And some strange guy at 7:23 p.m. calls me, and as soon as I answer the phone, all he does is just blurt out, "Yeah, I got bad news for you." When you're calling somebody because of their pet being found hit by a car, that's the last thing you want to do, is just blurt that out. So rude, so arrogant, and so heartlessly. And I'm confused at this time, and the guy, said that to me. I wasn't expecting that to be the answer. And I said, okay, that depends, since what's the nature of this call, since I don't know who you are. He said, yeah, your cat got hit. At first I thought it was one of mine. And I'm trying to wonder and I'm all confused and wondering what's actually really going on here. So I try to talk to this guy, but he's just so completely silent that I thought he did hang up on me a couple of times. And I'm trying to get information out of him, because I told him a couple of times that I wanted Dana's body. I wanted to, have her home. I was going to come down to collect her. And I asked him, where is she? Thinking it was Mama Titi, because she was the wanderer. And I asked, where is she? Because he said it was a tortoiseshell. And he hesitated, saying the crossroads. That's a mile, and it's about a little over a mile from me, up where I live in town. And it seemed like he didn't even want to say anything to me about the disappearance or the condition of Dana, or what was actually going on. At first, I didn't even know it was Dana. So the phone line was so completely quiet when I'm trying to get some information from this guy, and he's not talking. And I'm looking at my phone several times and seeing the minutes are still going because the line is still engaged. Then when I was ready about to ask him if he had the cat and if she was dead, he hangs up on me. So my cousin and I get into the van. We go to the crossroads. We were up and down both roads. We didn't find Dana anywhere because I thought I could just go down there and collect her body. The man never gave me any other information on the location of Dana other than just the crossroads. So I'm thinking that she's dead on the side of the road. I had to go down there and not find Dana anywhere. They had just, the county had just repaved the road. And all I found was just construction and clean side of the roads. There is no roadkill anywhere on either road. And these both are main roads. They're main highways. And they're traveled very, very heavily every single day, even though we're in the middle of absolutely nowhere here in Lapeer County, Michigan. But there's no Dana. And I launched an investigation. I put out reports. I put out to all the animal people. I put her on social media. And today it is January 18th, 2026. And no information or signs of Dana have ever come back to me. So it's going on month number 2 here. So there's no Sister Dana. Nobody knows anything. Can't get a hold of the guy. And I don't understand what happened and why there's no Dana. So right now she is technically the cat that got hit by a car and disappeared into thin air. She just vanished. There's no sign of her anywhere. There was no roadkill. There was no signs of any animal getting hit on either of the roads. So I don't know what game this guy's playing, but it's really sinister not to give the information of location where a family member, feline or not, where that family member is. So if anybody knows anything, I'm easy to find on the internet. Name's Saber S. Knight. I'm a novel writer. I do audiobook production. I do audio production. I'm pretty easy to find. So that's Twilight Brothers' sister Dana disappearance. And I know I've been just, babbling. And I was just hoping the cats would have been doing something, even though my camera wasn't on them much. But yeah. Oh, and there's a cousin. That was the one that Jazzy was antagonizing. That's not Alice. That's Elisa. That's a cousin. So that's the disappearance of Dana Louise Knight. And it's very sick, disturbing, and wrong that this guy did not give me any more information. There is no address. There was no location. There was no me collecting her body. I would have liked to have her remains so the family and I could put her to rest properly and find some closure. So I guess this is me finding closure because it's taken me a while to get up the courage and the nerve and the motivation to, even talk about it. I pushed it away. It's like, I need to talk about this. Yeah, not right now. It hurts too much. I don't want to. So I made the decision today. I heard my Buddha teachings that, nothing is forever. Things change. Let go. So this is me letting go. But everybody needs to know why Sister Dana Knight is not going to be in any more Twilight Brother videos. And her nickname was Day Day. She was a perfect calico blend of both Jasper and Caramello, Dusk and Dawn. So I called her Day Day. She was very, very similar to her cousin Elisa down here. Very similar to cousin Elisa. Right, Elise? So, good morning, Cheetah. Welcome to the Freezing Paws. My hands are so cold. It's gone on for a 10-minute video, but anyway, I'm pretty sure this story will show up again in my feed on other things. The boys want to talk about it in their podcast that I'm finally getting going. So, yeah. Dana Louise Knight is officially the cat that got hit and disappeared into thin air. The guy never told me he had her. He wouldn't even talk to me. He was silent, and all he said was, I got bad news for you. Your cat was hit. Tortoiseshell. At first I thought it was one of mine. Then nothing. And I'm trying to get this information into my head and what was going on, because I had just seen Dana an hour and a half before. There is no way in hell, and I know Dana, she was 2 years old, very skittish, not a wanderer, not an explorer, and she was here for those days until then. No way in hell she would have been able to walk that far and cross this huge cornfield in that amount of time. It was a new location. She was disoriented already in the yard trying to find her paws. No way in hell you're going to tell me my cat walked about a mile from home in town, that far out, get hit by a car, because she stayed away from the road up here. I mean, we're right on it. We're right on it. She stayed in the backyard and around and by the garage. She already had an infected eye I was treating, so I don't see her walking anywhere. So, where's my cat? Anyway, been almost 2 months. No information at all where Dana Louise Knight is. And whoever this guy is, around North Branch and that, in Michigan, you need to get your priorities straight, sir. Don't just call somebody and say, yeah, I got bad news for you as soon as they answer the phone when it's their cat that was supposedly been hit. So, where's my cat? Anyway, this video's gone on for 12 minutes and there's no Twilight Brothering today. That means spending time with the Twilight Brothers, recording them, talking to them, getting everything together and up to speed with their day. But we can say hello to Cousin Louise. Hello there, Lisa. And then there's Sister Honey Beezies. That's just her nickname. But her name is Honey. Honee. But yeah, Dana. I guess you could describe her as she's a calico. I guess you could describe her as a tortoiseshell. To me, she didn't seem like she was torty. But she had a light pink collar reflective. Her name, phone number, and that she was outdoor cat on her collar. So, if anybody on Jefferson and Clifford Road know anything about the signs of my cat, hit or not, let me know, because I really did want to collect her remains. Bring closure to the family, because she was family. You don't hold that kind of information. You give that to the owner, and you don't go silent on the line. You talk to them. Otherwise, don't bother. Anyway, this is Saber S. Night. Twilight Brothers Grandma signing off.